How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? Do you notice that every time I make one of these blogs, I say something that to some people might sound revolutionary, but it's just simple common sense. Is it common sense to you that we live here in the greatest country in the world, and such a huge percentage of pseudo-intellectuals and successful people who are living like kings and queens in this country, who are enjoying life on a level unheard of anywhere in the world, that they should have spent all their time making fun of America, attacking America, and telling you how abusive and terrible this country is? Did you ever into their minds maybe they should leave this country if they hate it so much? No matter what America does anywhere in the world, that helps more people on this earth than anybody. All they know is if something goes wrong, it's America's fault. When it goes right, then we give them more of our assets and more of our funds than anybody in the world. They never mention it. They never notice it. But as soon as something goes wrong somewhere, which is almost never our fault, they say somehow we did it. If not for us, this never would have happened.
Because we got a bad world, and they've inflamed terrorism around the world. I think that's very clear to most people. So what's happened there is a civil war that's going to get worse.
How is it our fault? What did we do to the Muslims of the world that they should hate us so much? Does anybody know? Nobody knows. The fact of the matter is the Muslim religion is a beautiful, wonderful religion, but there's Muslim fascists, and the Muslim fascists have existed for 1,500 years. And they invaded and attacked countries all over the world. And that caliphate that they have, that caliphate that take over North Africa, Europe, Southern Europe, and Asia Minor, all these countries and all these areas, they were invaded and attacked these countries to dominate them. What do you think they dominated them? With pencils and paper? It was the sword. It was the will of the sword, and the abuse and the venom and the hostility that they had against anybody who had any kind of a different thought, different religion, or different idea, because they wanted to dominate them and control them. That was their mission in life. America has nothing to do with it. But all of a sudden now we hear from all these spoiled actors who have millions of dollars and telling you why it's our fault if there's a Muslim attack anywhere, when it doesn't even relate to anything about America.
I've seen the absolute result of a failed policy.
Then they claim people like Ron Paul, as soon as Mrs. Buddha was just shot, what do you think happened? As soon as she was shot and killed, the first thing he said is how it's our fault. Does anybody stop to wonder what's the connection?
And they love chaos. So I can see where the support that we've given Musharraf has been indirectly involved in this. It's a mess.
We have been helping Pakistan with billions of dollars. We pleaded with Musharraf to give her a chance so that there could be a free election. We supported and fought for free elections. And what way, if she got killed by somebody else, is it our fault? It's disgusting and obnoxious and vulgar for people keep attacking America when America is only a force for good in the world 10 times more than any country in the history of the world. If you study the contributions of America to the good of the world and the sacrifices we made, it's unknown in human history. And it's about time, if you're enjoying life in this country and you're making millions of dollars while you don't even work for a living, keep your mouth shut and stop attacking this country every minute.
That in America we are fed propaganda, and if you want to know what's happening in the world, go outside of the U.S. media, because it's owned by 4 corporations. One of them is this one. And you know what? Go outside of the country to find out what's going on in our own country, because it's frightening. It's frightening.
If this country is not good enough for you, do you know another country you'd rather live in? You do? Then go over there immediately. Nobody will miss you.
We've been supporting the Musharraf government, and he's a military dictator who overthrew an elected government, and we just gave him $10 billion over the last 7 years. He's supported by 8% of the people, and that does annoy some people. And there's so many factions over there. There's the Bhutto faction, the Musharraf faction, and it just gives incentives for people to resort to violence, and I'm opposed to that. We don't need to.
From the mountain to the prairie, to the ocean,